Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And in the next installment of the Beginners series, I'm going to be discussing the town of Tempest and what you need to do to optimize your buildings for certain events. So, since Jubilee is going on currently, there is a very important aspect that I will discuss later in this video. However, just to begin, this is your town when it's maxed out, minus, your building, configurations. But this is your level 10 central office, and that is the current level cap that you can get. Now, as you progress through the story, and as you increase your population count, you will be able to upgrade your office from level 1 to level 10. And every time you do, you gain a little bit of extra building space in your town. And that allows you to place more buildings and, reconstruct as you see fit. And also, as you progress through story and you hit population milestones, you'll be able to upgrade each individual building. So, like this Lizard Man house right here, I could upgrade it again to level 28, and it can go higher than that. Citizen count plus 70. So certain buildings give you certain population counts, and the lower tier ones obviously give less, but as you upgrade them, they get more. Those Lizardmans give 70, but these Orc houses give 120 now. Okay, 120. So it's good to prioritize, the bigger population buildings first, and then focus on the smaller ones. Now, there are also buildings that give you rewards throughout the day, which you can use collect all to grab. The most important ones being your gold coin ones, and then the laboratory, which gives you a stamina potion every so often. So let's see. Let's go click on that right now. I can't level it up. Let's go info. Okay. So can generate one healing potion after 6 hours, which doesn't sound like a long time, but again, it's an idle mode, so it's free, and all you have to do is wait. So it's free potions. There's also the training grounds that give you magicules for leveling up all your people. There's buildings that give you the Magia Rocks just for chilling. So this one gives us 52% chance to generate 3 Magistones, 25% chance to Magia Rocks, and a 21% chance for the Magi Block every 3 hours. And that will stack. And you build these, you go to bed, you wake up, and all of a sudden you have like 300 things waiting for you. And then you collect all, and then you let it happen again every single day. So it's important that you get all of your buildings maxed out, that way you can gather the most amount of rewards. Now, some of these buildings are kind of necessary, like the forge over here. That's kind of important, and it's kind of story related, so you can't not miss it. But then a lot of these other buildings, like the arcade right here, or the cafe, is coins. The hot spring is also a very important one because that allows you to get stamina. And once a day you can go in here and you can visit the spring, and you can get one of 3 cutscenes that give you a certain amount of fixed stamina. And as you level this up, the amount of stamina you get and the percentage chance of you getting Milim, who gives you the most, gets higher. So that's also important. Farms and fields give you food along with like the supply bases, the mountain and the ocean, and the one other one that I can't think of off the top of my head. They give you free food to, feed your partners, companions, that's what they're called, in the video that I, went over earlier. So very important things. And then as you get towards the late game, you can start building these light and magic devices. So light, there's one for every element, and there's a protection device. And these increase your overall stats for the attribute character. So increases light character HP by 7%, attack and defense, all of it. And that's for free. And you can begin assigning all of your specific units. So every single one of these buildings has an assigned slot, and every single unit has a building that they fit well in, and they can give extra time to. So if we go to our companions, and let's go to Shizu up here. She's always first. You can see that her output for 150, 30% extra for the forest, okay, so that's the other one, the forest supply base, and 10% to the cafe. So she gives a 150 output, but if you put her in one of these, that increases by 30%. And now Benimaru is farm and the dig site. And Shuna is clothing store and field. So every single unit has a certain building that they give more stats to. And so it's important that when you are assigning people, you put people where they need to be. So let's go and find a building real fast after it decides to load for me. So let's go to this right here. What's this? That's the restaurant. So we can go assign people, and it's got 4 people assigned. So you can see that Kenya is assigned. He does 495 points to this. And then everyone else gives, less and less and less. But some people who have the green symbols have a bonus that they can apply. So I could put Shuna in here, or Shion. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, please forgive me. For 390, and I could take over the slot that Phobio currently occupies. Where is Phobio on the list? Where is he? Is he all the way down here? Probably. You know what? I don't know. But it's important. So these are fine. I'm really not too worried about the outputs on some of these. But for some people and for some buildings, it's very important. So like I said, Jubilee is currently going on right now. And the best team to use is the space team. Now the space magic device down here, I can assign more people to it to give the maximum output. So we saw that it gives 7%, but because we're putting so many good people on here, we could increase that 7% by 1.55 times. And then we can do this over here. And now it's up to 1.6 times. So let's confirm that. And now let's go visit it again. And let's go to info. So 7% still, but it increases the facility effect by 1.6%. So if you're trying to nuke with the space team, it's better to have as much stats as possible, right? So it's important to put your most important units on the space magic device. And that goes for any fight. So if you're playing Boss Battle 2 and your light team needs a little boost, make sure to put people on your light device or the earth device. So it's important to play around with the people who are assisting your buildings out here and to build as much as possible. Now, one more thing you can do is you can store a building. So say I don't want to see this house anymore. So you can hit save and it magically disappears. And you can free up that slot. You don't lose what the building gives you. Like my population just didn't go down because I took away a building. But it just keeps it for you. So you can construct. And then if you go to your saved buildings, you see that I have all these just kind of chilling. And a lot of them are like the seasonal things. So the candy house, the palaces, the arcade. But here's the orc house. So I could redeploy that. And it's going to get placed somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe the same spot. It went somewhere. I think it's this one right here. So it got placed randomly. The thing is that gives a population bonus. If I were to take away this tavern right here, we could save that. We're not going to lose the output that the tavern gives you, which is coins. It will still be collected, and you can still get that reward. It's just you now have some extra space to bring in a different building, like the palace. Or if you're really running low, you could build a boxing gym or a direwolf house, or you could build some towers, trophies, I don't know. Make your town pretty. But you still get the rewards. So very, very good to know that. What else can I cover here? Obviously, you can change the setting. You can go Great Forest Daytime or Winter. I like the Winter. That's purely preference, though. Doesn't really matter. And then with the expansion of the riverfront, with the 6-month anniversary, we now have an additional area to place buildings and to build. And it looks nice. But I haven't used it at all because I don't have anything to build out here besides these 2 inns, which I could have built really in the town of Tempest, and this could be completely empty, but I'll get yelled at. I'm pretty sure I'm already getting yelled at for my organizational skills of my town. But this is extra space to put extra buildings. Make it what you will. Personalize your town. I know people love to make their towns look nice and pretty and neat and have trees and guard towers and the park and a slide. And that is completely 100% up to you. But I think that's about it for a very basic overview of your town. Play the story, upgrade your buildings, get to the population cap, upgrade your central office, and then start building literally everything you can so you can collect all of the rewards. And just one thing to note, the higher the level, the longer it's going to take. Oh, one more thing. Speaking of taking longer, you also have 3 standard slots that you can build in, and those come naturally. They're free. You can also pay to increase your building slots up to 5. So this first slot costs, I believe, 30 crystals, and the second slot costs 50. Now, is it worth it to get these? Personal preference. I bought this so I can get the inns unlocked as quickly as possible to get that last bingo board mission. But after that, I think I'm just going to let this run out, and then I'll just keep these 3. But I have it unlocked for 3 days and 10 more hours. They're good for a week once you buy them. 7 days. So, it's pretty good. One way to maximize your value for this, though, is to set something that's going to expire right before the 7-day mark, and then build something that's going to take super duper long. Super duper long. I'm talking like a day, 2 days. The central office takes, at level 10, I think it's like 48 hours to build, or something like that. So put that right here and, take care of it. Because if this expires while something is building, it will still continue building. And then whenever you complete it, the slot will lock again. So there's a little handy trick right there to maximize the value of your purchased slots. But now I think that's about everything. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments. Let me know if you found this helpful. But that's it from me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.